So they replaced it with the U. And they went from U, from M-A-U-R-I to M. And they took this out and just put U-U-R. And what happened is they changed that and went to the O. And they said, we'll just be Moors. But the A and the I will represent Ayah. And they know this. So what they did, they took Ayah out the formula. And this is what they did. So we know that the name that we have, and we research and diligently put this together, that this group of the people who are the 7 principal people of Ayah are the Ayatha Ma'ayahs. And these are the ones, or Ayams, excuse me, Ayam. You don't have to have the S, it's Ayam. Because Yam is plural. Yah is singular. So the thing is, you can say Ayam, because Yam would be basically people. Now, that is where it is, and there's where you have the female and male people of this condition to deal with the ancients. And that's where we are so far with this, and then we're going to break down another structure that deals from here, where we know that it connects to Ham, and many wonderful and great things will happen, including the ones that we call the Moors. But now we're going to get into the structure of the birth signs and how the 7 birth signs of the ancients are connected to where we are now and have been changed from the great of where we are with the 7 until now we're dealing with the 12 astrological signs that deal with death, demonetry, and destruction of the spirit and soul and the individual. All right, let's go and take a break.
Remember the tape, it was
the purpose and the function of a gatekeeper. What is a gate? Yes, something you go through like a door, right? And a gatekeeper is one who protects that entrance and who has the understanding and knowledge of that, and no one else does. And the ones who were in her circle, like in Mummy 3, while we're doing it, let's bring her up. What is the first gate of the ancient? Anybody remember? Oh, I like that. Just jump on it. I like that. Cool. There she is. That's a gatekeeper. And they try to give you, your mind's eye how she's guarded from the left and the right, but also how she has an auric field. And mine on the computer shows a light blue. Remember when we were born, I showed the baby with the blue auric field? Now, the gatekeeper is one who principally, like Huldah in the book of Kings, she held the ring, she held the book, the robe, and all these things that belong to the principal people of Ayah. And this is a gatekeeper. And she taught her daughter, because she was thousands of years old. But she didn't change because she had the spirit and the physicality of being immortal. All right? And that's one of the things that they talk about in the book of wisdom about being immortal, but being immortal without the spirit, one does not have proclaimed the being and connected to Ayah. Ayah even says in certain standard Bibles that he don't trust angels. So that tell you, this is what our people get so confused about. If in the scriptures it says that it'll say God or whatever the principle is, if it don't even have the neutral word Yah, it says he don't, or the spirit being, don't trust angels. Why? Because they have a demonic spirit about them. And that's what it is. But they're going to do the job that they're supposed to do, or they will be like Buffy the Vampire and Charm, they'll be vanished. So they want to keep on going, so they're going to do the job and move on and get whatever they got to do and get it over with so they can keep on doing the little mischief and crazy things they do. Understand? So the gatekeeper protects us, just like it says in the book of Zechariah, how it talks about the horsemen and how the horsemen rise to and fro throughout the earth, even now, to protect the gatekeepers. And that's what that is, yes?
Are gatekeepers immoral?
Immoral or immortals? Okay. There is a couple of immoral gatekeepers, and they're the ones who practice necromancer or the black dark arts that go against the Creator. Yes. Remember how it says in the book of Isaiah in the common, and how certain individuals became wizards and sorcerers by choice, because they're sitting up there and they're saying, we know all these wonders, but I can't even pay the rent. I can't even buy a Pepsi. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to create the Coca-Cola company, because I know there's an herb down, you know, in the southern part of the world, the cocaine plant. And not only we have something to drink, I'm going to give you something to use too. And so this sorcery is there. And then I'm going to induce it and give it to the goddess Induna. And Induna is the goddess of plant. And she is the one who makes things happen on those different levels. Then you have other things that go on that deal with Ayah in the garden of Adana Ayah, which deals with certain things that are naturally belonging to us, of the herbs. Herbs are not just to be eaten, but herbs are for restoring and also for renewing. Some of the things, I'll say this, but I'm not saying that I am saying that this is happening, but there's something out there that's even a stronger herb called ayahuasca. Anybody heard of that? You heard of that? Okay, I'm not going to ask you have you used it. This is a no talk about it, all right? What they call that in the military? No tell, no say,
Don't
whatever.
ask, don't tell.
Huh? What was it?
I said don't ask, don't tell.
Don't ask, don't tell. There you go. I'm not asking, so don't tell me. If you tell me, I ain't asking you, okay? That's it. Now, let's deal with what's happening. Now, this is the great gatekeeper of this certain of the seven principal people. And in that word, they said that she knew the language that the emperor and all his mystics did not know or understood. And if you look at the Bible and you remember some of the history of the Bible and the commonality, that happened more than once in the Bible. And they had to get this young teenager named Daniel to interpret certain things. And then there was another one, they called him commonly Joseph, but Joseph was supposed to be one of the greatest and most powerful men outside of the Pharaoh himself. They said the government, but we know that he was a Zapana Ayah, which is more than that. He was the male Messiah of the world, Panania. So we know that. Then Shiloh, the female. So Shiloh coming is going to be female. So we know this. So there's a male and female that is happening. That's why they kill both male and female children. And when they're searching for the certain messiahs. Now, there is something that I correspond back and forth with the Rabbi Yeskar Ginsburg. And this is something that was given to me. And they sent this to me, and it was based on time. And it's based on the class that was given in Teshri 24, October the 27th. What it is that they say in Kafar Kabad. Basically what they're saying here, and this is it right here. What is that saying? A time what?
To create and the creation of time.
By who?
Rabbi Ginsburg.
We'll go with the Ginsburg. All right. Now, what they're saying here in this is that what time is it now? And what the rabbi is saying here, the Torah and the entire Bible begins with the Hebrew word Bereshit. And in this English, the usual translation of the word is in the beginning. The three classical Aramaic translation of the Torah, it translates this word as the following. And let me take off of here because she is the keeper of the book, and I like that picture. I'm not saying that I do not like her, but I'm just saying that this is a reference there. And what I'm going to do is go to here, dealing with this, because this is where we are right now, the seven principal people of Ayah. Now, what happens is that when we're dealing with this, I'm going from here, and Okinawa